Stone Stopper by Moonstone trademark. Find us at moonstonenutrition.com. Is a groundbreaking solution designed to prevent kidney stones and support overall kidney health. Developed by top kidney stone doctors from NYU, Harvard, and UCSF, this product is rooted in decades of research and clinical expertise. Stone Stopper features 30 MEq of alkali citrate, a clinically proven ingredient that increases urine citrate and pH to prevent kidney stone formation. By reducing the ability of calcium in the urine to bind with oxalate, this formula helps dissolve and prevent calcium oxalate, uric acid, and cystine stones. Unlike lemon juice or citrus beverages, Stone Stopper pairs citrate with essential nutrients like potassium, sodium, and magnesium, ensuring it works effectively to protect your kidneys. Stone Stopper is sugar-free, gluten-free, low in calories, and enriched with magnesium and vitamin B6, available in ready-to-mix powders and capsules. Customers praise its effectiveness and ease of use. With one sharing, Stone Stopper made my life so much easier, no more fear of another kidney stone. Another wrote, finally, a product that works and tastes great. My doctor recommended it, and I'm so glad I tried it. Stone Stopper by Moonstone TM, find us at moonstonenutrition.com. Listener discount. I've arranged the highest exclusive discount for my listeners. Use my promo code to get 30% off moonstonenutrition.com, ERADIO.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Are you reducing tooth decay with Amident ammoniated toothpaste?
Well, answer him, George.
Of course, Gracie. I use Amident twice a day.
You can smile when you say that.
Yes, it's the Amident Show, transcribed in Hollywood and starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, Dee Benaderet, Howard McNear, Hal March, Harry Lubin, and the Amident Orchestra. For healthy laughter, it's George and Gracie. And for healthier teeth, for fewer cavities, it's Amident toothpaste. Since her return from Europe last week, Gracie has been the center of attraction among her neighbors. We find her now telling Blanche Morton all about Paris.
Oh, Blanche, I adored Paris. It's so gay and romantic.
Well, Gracie, it's sure good to see you. Or as the French would say, je suis enchantée.
Is that what that means, good to see you?
Uh-huh.
Gee, I slapped 12 Frenchmen for saying that to me.
Tell me about those Frenchmen, Gracie. Are they really, you know...
Oh, they sure are, Blanche.
It must be fun there.
Oh, yes. It's like being in a country full of Bill Goodwins.
They're romantic, huh?
Are they? If your husband isn't with you every minute, well...
Oh, I'll bet George was fit to be tied.
Yeah, I wish I'd thought of it.
Gracie, do those Frenchmen really eat snails?
Oh, I don't think so, Blanche. They couldn't eat snails and work that fast. Why, in France, even men in their 60s are romantic.
Sexagenarians?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but they're romantic. Oh, dear Blanche. I wish our husbands had some French blood.
Yeah, or any other kind.
You know, George used to be very romantic when we were first married.
Ha, that's husbands for you. During the honeymoon, they're so gallant, so dashing. But look how they wind up.
I can't even wind George up.
Remember when your husband used to rush home from work and greet you with those 3 little words?
Oh, George still greets me with 3 little words. What's for dinner?
Just like my Harry. First thing when he gets in the house, the lid comes off the pot.
Oh, you're lucky. George leaves his hat on.
I'll bet those Frenchmen aren't like that, are they, Gracie?
Oh, no, Blanche. They're so charming and romantic. When you sit down to have dinner, they bow and kiss your hand.
Did George ever kiss your hand before dinner?
With his appetite, I'd be afraid to let him try it.
Yeah. If every year of marriage could only be like the first year.
Mm-hmm. We ought to pass a law. A law that says a marriage license is only good for 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah. And then if a man wanted to keep his wife, he'd have to renew it, like a dog license.
Yes.
But in order to renew it, he'd have to court his wife all over again, have a date with her, and ask her to marry him.
Well, it's a fine idea, Gracie, but our husbands will never do it.
They'll have to. I'll make it a law. The Taft Gracie law.
What's Taft got to do with it?
Nothing, but he's in all the laws.
Well, Gracie, you can't force a man to be romantic. You've got to be subtle about it.
Well, do you think that would work on George?
Well, sure. Now, look, did you buy a negligee in Paris?
Oh, a beautiful one, all black lace.
Well, try that on George.
Oh, Blanche, with his figure.
No, Gracie, you wear the negligee.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Oh, wait till George sees me in that negligee. Oh, George, I've been waiting for you. Look at me. Well, darling?
What's for dinner?
George, is that all you have to say?
No. I hope your Uncle John is going back to San Francisco. He keeps eating the pickles. And you know how I love a pickle before dinner. I better go and see if
No, George, wait.
What is it?
Oh, if my lips are puckered, doesn't that give you an idea?
You've been eating the pickles, too.
Oh, look at me. You haven't even noticed what I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah. You better take that nightgown off. You'll get pickle juice on it.
It's not a nightgown. It's a negligee.
Well, here. Slip on my coat. You'll freeze.
George, all I need to keep me warm is a pair of arms.
That's silly. Take the whole coat. I'm going out to get a pickle.
No, you're not.
Why?
Oh, you're going to court me. You're going to take me out on a date and ask me to marry you.
Are you crazy or something? I did that 16 years ago.
Well, I want you to do it again.
What for?
To put a little fire into your heart.
Let me eat a pickle. That'll do it.
I mean, the fire of romance. I want to recapture the thrill of our courtship. I want you to be the same dashing lover who swept me off my feet.
Look, honey, there's a time for everything. I'm at the pickle age now. I only hope that they didn't eat up.
Well. Well, look who's here. Look who's here.
Oh, hello, Uncle John.
Oh, it's nice to see you two together. Oh, it's nice. What's doing?
Well, I'm trying to build a fire under George.
Oh. Why, what's a strange place for a man to get cold? Gracie, would you leave the room for a moment? I want to talk to Uncle John alone.
Well, that's fine. No romance for your wife, but the minute Uncle John walks in the room...
Go.
Oh, yeah, I can take a hint.
Now, look, Uncle John, when I invited you to stay here last week, I thought you were our sponsor, the man who makes Amadin's toothpaste.
Oh, but I'm not. Oh, I wish I were. Oh, I love Amber. Oh, it makes your teeth... Oh, it's good, I tell you.
Yes, well, we all like it. But getting back to you living here, there's an old saying, two is company and three is a crowd.
Oh, that's a nice saying. Oh, I like it. Oh, two's company and three's... Oh, that's a Derby do.
Look, so one of us has to pack up and go to San Francisco. That would leave two.
Yeah. Oh, but we'd miss you, George. Oh, we'd miss you a lot. Oh, we like you. Oh, even Mr. Purvis likes you.
There's something else I want to talk to you about. Your friend, Mr. Purvis.
Oh, he's a strong, rugged man, Mr. Purvis. He wakes up by himself in the morning. He sleeps in the park, you know.
Yeah. I know he sleeps in the park, but he eats here. Every time I walk into the kitchen, he's eating.
Yeah, he's a proud man, Mr. Purvis. Oh, he's very proud. I tell him he can owe us for the food, but no, sir. He refuses to owe any man. He insists we give it to him outright. Oh, he's proud.
He's a proud man, Mr. Purvis. And he's neat, too. Yes.
Oh, so that reminds me, I must run out and get the latest paper from Mr. Purvis. Oh, he doesn't like to sleep under yesterday's paper.
I'll see you later. Yes. Gracie, you've got to tell your Uncle John to go back home. He and that Purvis are driving me nuts. There isn't one pickle left in that kitchen.
Well, if certain people would be more romantic to certain people, then certain people wouldn't need their uncles around to keep certain people from getting lonesome.
You mean if I go through with the second courtship business, you'll send them home?
Certain people catch on very quickly.
It's not hard when certain people hit them with a club. What do I have to do?
Well, we'll pretend we're single, and you ask me for a date tonight.
Okay. How about a date tonight?
Oh, no, not like that. First, tell me you love me.
I love you.
You love me madly.
I love you madly.
Now, say it with feeling, like you meant it.
I love you madly.
Now, ask me for a date.
How about a date tonight?
How about a date tonight, darling?
How about a date tonight, darling?
Put some passion in it.
How about a date tonight, darling?
Now, let's hear the whole speech.
I love you madly. How about a date tonight, darling?
Sorry, I'm busy.
You're busy?
Oh, no, I'm not really. I just said that so you think I was very popular. Now, don't forget, you're going to propose tonight.
Just better get rid of your Uncle John.
Oh, come in.
Hi, Burns.
hello, Bill.
Dave, you got any plans for tonight?
I'm afraid so, Bill. Tonight is something I've been waiting for 16 years. George is going to ask me to marry him.
To marry him? Impetuous little beaver, isn't he?
It's a gag, Bill. Gracie wants me to court her again.
Oh.
It's so silly. I courted her 16 years ago.
But that courtship has grown cold.
If you think that one's cold, when do you get this one?
Switching networks didn't slow you down a bit, did it?
George, I just had a sensational idea. We'll really make tonight's date just like old times. Bill, you can be Riley Jackson.
Who's Riley Jackson?
He was my rival for Gracie's hand. I guess you know who lost.
Yeah, Gracie.
That you could have left with NBC.
Riley Jackson was Mother's choice, Bill. He was the bartender, and every Saturday night when he came to call, he'd bring something for Mother.
Really? What did he bring?
Father.
Yeah, they were each carrying a load.
Now, come on, boys. You're rivals, and you both want me to go out with you tonight. Start rivaling.
Okay. Well, go out with me, Gracie. We'll go to Sam's Delicatessen, where they've got great pickles.
Go with me, Gracie. We'll go up on Mulholland Drive and park in the moonlight. I can do better than George with one hand tied behind me.
Oh, tie both hands and I'll consider it.
Well, all right. I'll take you to Ciro's then. The Mocambo, Romanoff's, the Brown Derby. How about it?
Well, where will you take me, George?
You'll love Sam's pickles.
Mine is hard to decide. Oh, I'll tell you what. Each of you kiss me, and then I'll make my decision.
Oh, no. That's...
George. That's the way it actually happened. And besides, you've got nothing to worry about. I picked you, and I can't change history.
No. All right. Here's my kiss.
And now you, Riley Jackson.
Get ready, baby.
George?
What?
Let's do this over again, and this time you'll be Riley Jackson and Bill will be George.
Bill Goodwin, folks. Every week at this time, I ask you this question. Are you reducing tooth decay with Amident ammoniated toothpaste? Are you? Have you tried this amazing new discovery to reduce tooth decay, Amident toothpaste? Are your children using Amident to help protect them from the pain and grief of ugly cavities every time they brush their teeth? Yes, Amident is a revolutionary discovery, a genuine ammoniated toothpaste. That means it contains two wonderful ingredients to help prevent cavities. No other leading toothpaste contains these ingredients. No wonder more dentists recommend Amident toothpaste and tooth powder than any other dentifrice. But make no mistake, Amident toothpaste still does everything your regular toothpaste can do. It cleans teeth superbly. It checks unpleasant breath. And as for taste, you'll love it. The single difference between Amident and regular toothpaste is this. Amident actually does help prevent cavities because Amident is ammoniated. So if you want truly effective anti-decay action in toothpaste form, ask for Amident. A-M-M-I-D-E-N-T. Amident toothpaste at your drug counter. Next week, I hope you'll answer yes when I ask, are you reducing tooth decay with Amident toothpaste? Ever hear of the Taft-Gracie law? Well, that's Gracie's new plan to keep romance alive in marriages. And it states that every year couples become single again, whereupon the husband must recourt his wife. On the promise that Gracie's Uncle John would move out, George has agreed. And we now find the Burnses having a date.
Oh, George, I enjoyed that movie. Humphrey Bogart is so wonderful.
Lauren Bacall is quite a dish, too. I'd like to talk to Bogart someday.
What about?
Well, a man is naturally curious to know what it's like to be married to a gorgeous, seductive siren.
I don't think our marriage is any of his business.
I'll quit while I'm ahead.
And besides, dear, we're not married tonight, remember?
I've been trying to forget.
Oh, now, George, we're going to have fun. We'll do everything just like we did on our first date. Come on, let's go into this drugstore.
Is that where I took you on our first date?
Mm-hmm. And, George, I want you to order the same thing tonight you ordered then. What a thrill I got when you said to the man, 1 vanilla soda with 2 straws.
I couldn't order a soda with 2 straws now, Gracie. I'd be embarrassed to death.
Well, now you've got to. Everything must be exactly the same.
But, Gracie,
please, George.
Oh, all right. Come on.
Hello, folks. Sit right down here.
Thanks.
Funny thing, two of those silly high school kids were just sitting there. What do you think they ordered? One soda with two straws. Did you ever hear of anything sillier than that? The whole time they were in here, I was trying to guess whether it was love or the 15 cents. Yeah. Well, what would you folks like?
Who, us?
Sure.
Well, tell them what we like, George.
Yeah, what do you want?
A vanilla soda and 2 straws.
Well, anyhow, with you, Bud, I don't have to do any guessing.
Just get the soda, Bud, and never mind the conversation.
Okay. That was vanilla, wasn't it?
Yes.
You know, we serve a scoop of ice cream in our sodas.
So what?
So would you like 2 spoons, or will you wrestle her for that?
Get the soda.
Oh, thanks for the soda, dear. I'm sorry you got into a fight with that clerk.
You got too fresh to suit me.
Oh, you sure shut him up. When he said he'd knock you down, he didn't know who he was talking to.
No.
But when you got up, you told him.
That big coward. Hitting a man with glasses.
Yeah, and he didn't even take the soda out of them.
Well, let's go home. I've had enough of this.
Oh, but darling, we haven't had our stroll in the park yet. That's the way you proposed to me, remember?
Gracie, I'm tired and my feet hurt.
You want Uncle John to leave, don't you?
Well, okay, we'll go to the park. At least I can sit on a bench and rest my feet and feed the squirrels peanuts.
Feed the squirrels peanuts when you've got me?
Well, I'll give them their choice.
Let's go.
Oh, it's nice here in the park. I love being in the great out of doors with you, George. It makes me feel like Tarzan's mate. Tarzan's mate.
I heard you the first time. That was an owl up in the tree.
Oh. Anyway, I think of myself as Tarzan's mate. Tarzan's mate.
That was the owl again.
Nosy, isn't he?
Nosy owl, yeah.
You're not acting very romantic, George.
I don't feel romantic.
Oh, maybe I should have dated Riley Jackson.
Who?
There's that nosy owl again.
That was me. Who was it you should have dated?
Riley Jackson. Riley Jackson.
That was the owl.
No, that was the fellow who used to bring my father home.
I meant it was the owl that said who.
Oh, I thought you said it.
I said it the first time. Me.
That was the owl.
For Pete's sake, let's go home.
No, wait, George. You haven't proposed to me yet.
I can't think of anything to say.
Well, get down on your knees, and it'll come to you.
Oh, all right. Oh, boy. I feel like Ethel Jolson.
I wish you felt more like Larry Potts.
Gracie, I hear someone coming. Help me up.
Oh, it's Bill Goodwin.
He looks just like that owl.
Oh, and there's a girl with him, Match. Oh, hello, Bill.
Oh, it's George and Gracie. Folks, I'd like you to meet the girl, my one and only sweetheart. This is Miss Roberts.
No, my name is Bramford.
Oh, pardon me. I thought this was Tuesday.
Would you like to share this bench with us?
Well, George, we better find a bench of our own. Gee, I'm going to pop the question tonight.
Oh.
Come on, Peggy. We'll see you later, folks.
Oh, George, did you hear that? Bill's going to pop the question. Go hide under their bench and listen.
What? Hide?
Well, you'll learn how it's done by an expert.
Gracie, I wouldn't think of hiding under their bench. Bill might say something I shouldn't hear. Why, he might even... Wait here, kid.
Peggy, darling,
Yes, Bill, honey.
there's something I've been wanting to ask you.
I know, Bill, and I've been wanting you to.
If you say yes, you'll make me the happiest man in the world.
Well, ask me, darling. I'm waiting.
Are you reducing tooth decay with Amadent ammonia?
Well, of course I'll marry you, and we'll be... What did you say?
You'll love the sparkling smile Amadent gives you, Peggy. It leaves your teeth bright, and you'll say your mouth never felt so clean. Amadent is a grand wake-up toothpaste.
Bill, we didn't come out here to brush our teeth, did we?
Oh, no, but it's an idea. Amadent tastes delightful. That's why it's easy to get children to use it. And it's wonderful to know that Amadent is helping to protect their teeth against decay. Amadent has been tested and commended by Parents Magazine.
But, Bill, I thought... Oh,
Huh? What's the matter, Peggy?
well, there's something under our bench. It's dark under there, but I can hear it moving.
Well, it's probably just a gopher. Forget it.
Now, I better look. Bill,
What?
do gophers wear glasses?
Oh, Peggy, don't be silly. Let me look under there. By golly, they do.
Well, George, what did Bill say?
He said Amadent reduces tooth decay.
Oh, now why can't you think of sweet things like that?
I've got no imagination.
Well, come on, George. I've waited long enough. I want you to propose to me.
Oh, all right. Wait till I get down on my knees again. Oh, there. Now, will you marry me?
Oh, I can't. You're much too short for me.
I'm on my knees.
Oh, my, this is so romantic.
If this is romantic, one of us is crazy. You know who you papa is.
Coming. Why? Hi, Mr. Purvis. Mr. Purvis, what are you doing here at this time of night? Oh, it's late.
Uncle John, I ran all the way over here from the park. I just had a terrible shock.
What was it?
I'm sleeping in the park. I hear a man talking. I sneak up close so I can see his face. It's Mr. Burns.
Oh, that was a shock.
I come to the gruesome part yet. He was proposing marriage to your niece, Gracie.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, you realize what this means? They ain't married. They're living here without benefit of Lohengrin.
Oh, Mr. Purvis, this is awful.
Well, home at last, darling. Thanks for being so sweet to me tonight.
You know, Gracie, maybe this idea of yours had something after all. I'm beginning to feel romantic as heck.
Oh, well, I knew it would work, sweetheart.
I kiss your hand, madame.
Oh, George. You're acting just like a Frenchman.
Bonjour. Hey, Gracie.
What?
I dare you to try that French negligee on me tonight.
All right. But I still think it'll look better on me.
Let's go in the house so you can put it on.
Well, would you like to carry me across the threshold?
I sure would. Here goes.
Well, shall we try piggyback?
No, I've got you now. Put the key in the lock.
Yes. Oh.
For shame!
Drop that woman.
Mr. Purvis, get out of this house.
After you, you can.
Now, don't worry, Gracie. We'll protect you. We'll protect you.
Why, Uncle John, don't hold that shotgun to George's head. It might go off and wake up the whole neighborhood.
What's going on here tonight?
There ain't nothing going on here tonight. You're slamming to the YMCA.
Scram yourself.
Uncle John, when I count three, blast them. One.
Hold it. Hold it. I'm going. Fine romantic night this turned out to be. I'll spend it at the YMCA.
No, wait, George. It can still be romantic.
How?
Well, I'll go get you the negligee.
It won't fit me.
Burns and Gracie will return in just a moment. Join us again next Wednesday when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Bill Goodwin, Harry Lubin, and the Amadent Orchestra. Now here are our stars.
We're a little late, folks. Good night.
Have you noticed the new low price on Amadent tooth powder? That's because the enormous volume on Amadent has enabled us to reduce the price. Yes, Amadent is now the world's largest selling tooth powder. And no wonder. Amadent contains 3 times more ammonia-releasing anti-decay ingredients than any other ammoniated powder. 3 times more ammoniated protection for you. So if you like toothpaste, get Amadent toothpaste. If you prefer tooth powder, take advantage of the new low price on Amadent tooth powder. Look for the Amadent ad featuring Robert Young, star of Father Knows Best, heard Thursdays over another network. Until next Wednesday, good night and good health from the makers of Amadent, the ammoniated toothpaste and tooth powder. Recommended by more dentists than any other dentifrice. The George Burns and Gracie Allen program was transcribed in Hollywood and written by Paul Henning and was produced and directed by William Burns.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.